Alright, everybody, thanks for joining us here with Greg and Sabrina, the most excellent adventures. Tonight we are covering something very unique and special. It holds dear to my heart for those people at Limited Run Games. My heart goes out to all of you that just want to see these games brought back. The reason for this video is to get the word out, and I may have to do a promotion on it. I don't think people are really talking about it. So basically, Limited Run Games came out with this right here. So it says developed by Limited Run Games. Now, this is Jurassic Park, and yeah, it came out in 23, and the problem is the game is going to be delisted from all gaming platforms this month. It's not just Xbox. PlayStation might hold on to it for a little bit, or Nintendo might hold on to it for a little bit. Nintendo seems to hold on to a lot of games, just period, end of it, because they just don't have a massive selection of games. So Nintendo might hold on to it. But here's the reason. Why is this important? Well, let's take a look. So, as you can see, this game comes with all of the Jurassic Park games. Now, if you're in your late 30s, 40s, 50s, you probably seen this game, okay? So we have the Nintendo version, okay? We have the Sega Genesis version, which was the version everybody wanted when we were kids. It was like the Nintendo version just sucked ass. It was bad. And everybody was playing it on the Sega Genesis. And you go over to your friend's house and be like, man, you got that? They rent it or whatever. And it's so cool. But the Sega Genesis version was so hard. But if you watch some of those playthroughs online, you'll notice that the game looks really easy. It was the most highest graphical game out there. It actually looked better than all the games. So I'm just saying, this here is a timestamp. They are delisting this game in the month of March. It will be gone, not available. So, Limited Run Games has their way with making and remaking games. This has all the versions of Jurassic Park. Now, you may not be a Jurassic Park fan, which I don't blame you. The games weren't that great. But this has even the Game Boy games, and look, I don't know, is that Game Gear? I don't even know. More Game Boy type games, and then more games. So there's an actual list over here of the actual games. As you can see, Jurassic 8-bit, the portable 16-bit, Genesis, Chaos Continues, and then Genesis. So Genesis was a big hitter for this. I remember it came out on regular Nintendo and it was horrible, and then Super Nintendo, I think they did something that was a little bit different, if I'm correct. They had the 3D pan ability. I think it was like this here, but I could have swore it looked like this, but I'm not sure. No, I mean, there was a part where it was like 3D kind of thing they were trying to do. So I just remember parts of it. It's been so long. So, originally, this game here, as far as it goes, came out in 23. According to this here, as you can see, at the end of 23. So, basically 2024. Everybody that pre-ordered it, you would have noticed that people that pre-ordered this game, they got the special edition. It goes for over $300 or more online. Oh my God. Some are even higher than that. And it comes with a light-up Nintendo cartridge that you can play the game and it lights up with LEDs on the inside, which is really cool. I wanted it, but I couldn't buy it because it's sold out. So the day that I went to go check, like I said, if you have checked any of my history on Limited Run Games, I have a problem where I go on their site and their purple dot drives me insane. Sometimes these companies don't accept Discover card, American Express card, certain stuff like that. And you don't know this until you go to ring out at the very last minute. It's not just that. Also, it'll say items in your cart. You know, sometimes okay, well now they actually fixed it, and so did Analog. They both fixed it to where it said, you're locked in. The item you picked, you're locked in. So, good for you guys. Thank God. Because I'm trying to buy this thing, and it's like every time, like trying to buy the Analog. Man, I better be the first one. So, you know, it's like trying to buy it. Items in your cart, sold out. What? Within 5 minutes? I just got on here. So, limited run games back in this time when I started to order from them, it probably was around 22 in 2021. I started to really try to get into their stuff. When they first came out, limited run, I was unsure, were they going to become something or not. I knew that they were big fans of Doom, but if you have an Xbox, buy this stuff now while you can. You will never see it again. It is being delisted because it's not making money. Well, first off, nobody knew this came out. Literally, it was like, I don't know, it was like a few months ago or within a year's time, I seen this exact presentation that Jurassic Park is on sale or available to buy, and it was on sale for like $7.99 or something. I don't know. And I was like, man, I'm gonna buy that. And I never bought the digital version. So as you can see, I know it's $30, but if you want it, now is the time. Unfortunately, it is not going on sale. It went on sale, and I guess it hasn't sold at all for whatever it is. And there's a lot of talk on the streets about, you know, why it's being delisted, but usually games get delisted because they need money to pay the license agreements to have it. So if you buy the game, you automatically own the license and agreement and own the game. So I would say that if I were you, I would buy this now while you can. Just letting you know. So like I said, the collector's edition had a light up game and I really wanted it. I tried to get it. It was not something that I was going to get because I waited too long that day. It was probably hours later, you know, for the collector's edition. So every time they have a collector's edition, they're sold out. They just don't last. Some of them move really fast within 10 minutes. Some of them take all day to sell their collector's edition. But in this case, you can still buy the collector's edition with all the cool little stuff that they do, you know, but to have a light up cartridge is really cool, but I'm not going to play it and it would just collect dust. I would literally only have it to make a video and to maybe play one time, and it's just not, you know, it's better to just buy it digitally in this case, or to have a disc version of this game as a backup. To buy the collector's edition, it's literally just for collecting. So I would definitely say pick it up. Let's go to some gameplay and check this out. Alright, so you can be the dinosaur in this version. Yeah! Run around as a dinosaur just attacking people. And then you can eat some food, jump really high, and attack things. Yeah! That's what I like. Dinosaur attack. Yeah! It's best stuff ever. Okay, so here we are with the Jurassic Park collection from back in the day. So if you grew up like I did, Jurassic Park had a hit of a time at one point where the first two movies everybody seen and everybody owned a copy of it in their house on VHS and stuff. There's also some Mandela effects about the movie, you know? And it's true, there are things that have been altered and different. But what we're covering here tonight is we're going to take a look at this collector's edition that they have on here. Or I should say collection. So this is how it looks when you first go in. You got your 8-bit one from literally Nintendo, which you walk around and it's pretty basic. It is one of the worst ones. Then you have the Sega Genesis, which everybody wanted. Boy, oh boy, as a kid, you know, nobody could get very far in it. Then we have the 16-bit. I don't know, is this the Super Nintendo version? And then there's a 3D part where you're walking around like this. And then when you go into the buildings, I think there's a 3D part where it's like 3D. I swear to God. Then there's portable, which I don't know what this is. If this is literally, there's really no information here, which is kind of strange. Licenses, what does that mean? Oh wow. Okay. So apparently there's something going on with licenses here. So this could be the Game Boy, obviously. So let's see here. So another 16-bit. This has to be some sort of Sega version of some sort. I don't know. I don't remember it looking like this. This could be like part 2. Yeah. For the Sega, because it sold so well and everybody loved it. Then we have the portable version of part 2, I guess. That's on maybe Game Boy Color or just Game Boy. I don't know what this is. I've never seen it. It would be great if they had some information here, though. You know? It says portable. Aren't you allowed to put words in there? So here's, I guess, this is and does look like Game Gear right here. It says Genesis, but I'm telling you now, it's probably Game Gear. The handheld portable, technically. It could be the actual game, but I've never seen this version of it where you're the dinosaur. So that's really cool. And then back to the 8-bit version. But you're never going to see these again. Unfortunately, it just sucks to see this go. So let's go ahead and try out the famous version with no commentary. Okay, so as you can see, I'm not very good at this game. So, thanks for joining us here tonight. I will catch you guys on the next one. Subscribe, and you guys might want to pick up a copy of this while you can, even though it's really rare. I'll check you guys on the next one. Dun dun dun!
Zombie apocalypse.